You wanted to
I want
show
to.
your video, Lucky?
No, she's lucky. We know.
Okay, sorry. I thought my video was on. Okay, so I just wanted to really say to the community, and I want to thank Chavez because these education sessions, teaching us things many of us would never probably learned otherwise. Real knowledge about how money, markets, and institutional systems actually work. So honestly, this is the kind of education even our children should be learning because a financial understanding for me is such an important life skill. So now Wednesday's session was so powerful, Chavez. It was really opened our minds around how institutions and no money thinks and how risk management, market psychology works. He's going deeper into every episode, he's going deeper into how Rift was built and how Rift is going to look like in the future. So all I want to say is, so many people join products without really understanding the bigger picture. If you're building a team, you need to make sure that your team's attending these sessions. I always say, don't just bring people for the opportunity, bring them for the education too, because knowledge builds confidence, and confidence builds leaders, and leaders build teams. So thank you so much, Chavez. I know you are so busy, but you take time out to educate this community. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sis. Welcome to UK Prime Time. I believe everybody's doing good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it is really, really important for us to, understand at least that's the least you can, do is to understand what you're using, what you're selling, especially when you are reselling that in market. You all are official resellers of the product. And these sessions, they not only build clarity as to how markets operate, how it works, but where it is all going, where the saga is moving. So, and I have designed these training programs to ensure that everybody not only learns, but um, gets their psychology shaped according to the product as we move further and further in these trainings. Next up, from next week, not this week, after this Monday session, you all might have seen copy trading, a new feature inside Rift, right? Two new features are upcoming. This is one of them. Actually, three are coming. So this is one of the three. And after copy trading, we will go and, um, you know, um, introduce the high frequency trading on Rift with decentralized fashion. And then the next one would be really, really rewarding and challenging when it comes to users, people. You guys have no idea how and where Rift is going to go in terms of shaping and reshaping trading and including professional traders as well. Um, After this feature, you all will be hunting for traders in the market. So just like we introduced the whole manual side of trading that in futures, we are going to make, you know, auto trading also inside number of cycles, unlimited, not necessarily, I'm just giving you guys hints, not necessarily, you know, uh, being able to take out profits without locking your capital for 24 hours into the engine. That kind of freedom with auto trading engine functionality is something that we are looking at to introduce. So currently your capital is in cycles in auto trading engine. We want to get rid of cycles and introduce bunch of them. And as I have already been talking to you all about the success fee, how successively it is going to increase, and that will bring back, bounce back to the community in terms of rewards, in terms of not just kickback, but success fee of bringing people in, the reward that you all generate. So the hierarchy is going to be same, and the moment success fee increases for different other services, you guys get paid more. So imagine the same kind of referral rewards that you are receiving. Um, you get 10 more times of that one with different other features that we keep on introducing. So not only people feel like I have invited 10 people and I've got, let's say, 10% of their license value to as a kickback. It is going to be a kickback for life with every single profit that the person generates. A reoccurring passive income comes into your wallet directly with every settlement of profits. So that's the ambition, that is the focus at which we are working in terms of bringing new opportunities, bringing new features, functionalities on Rift, and everything is going to bounce back at you. Even we are thinking of doing some competitions, contests, reward-based trading hackathons inside Rift to motivate, to bring on board professional traders to understand their strategies so that AI learns more, and that's why you see copy trading there. So we are not just building the app for the users, we are using users strategies to reshape the app even better. That is the core tech level preparation for upcoming features that we are implementing in auto trading engine with the manual side of high frequency trading. So, in the episode 10, let's get into the future of financial infrastructure, how AI automation and structured systems will redefine market participation. The future of finance will not be built around banks, it will be built around infrastructure. On the last 9 episodes, we explored execution systems, market psychology, institutional behavior, structured participation, automated capital cycles, AI-driven infrastructure, portfolio management, liquidity mechanics. But tonight we move beyond trading itself. Tonight we discuss the future of financial infrastructure, because the next decade of finance will not simply upgrade old systems, it will completely redesign how capital moves, execution operates, participation scales, and intelligence integrates with markets. And the systems that adapt first will define the future, just like we are doing. Today, we are going to get into the projected industrial planning till 2030, and what industry is moving towards. And I will compare and show you how Rift is already designed with alignment of what is coming in future. Finance is shifting from platforms to infrastructure. Traditional finance was built around institutions, banks, brokers, centralized exchanges, payment networks. But modern finance is shifting towards programmable systems, intelligent execution layers, automation, automated participation environments, decentralized infrastructure. Everybody loves uh, DeFi protocols, DeFi, apps. And currently, the buzz is all about custody, non-custodial products, non-custodial infrastructure, where the ownership, the custody of the funds, they belongs to the user. This is what people in retail they love, and that is what we are focusing on in terms of building the entire infrastructure around self-custodial, uh, you know, psychology. So, if we look at real market data, global fintech and AI finance growth, according to PwC, Bloomberg Intelligence, the AI financial services market is projected to exceed hundreds of billions in infrastructure expansion over the next 1 decade. At the same time, algorithmic execution, AI allocation system, automated financial infrastructure continue expanding globally. The future of finance is becoming system native. In 1990s, when banks grew, they started to go online after 1 decade. After 2000 and in 2010, we saw mobile banking. Then we saw algorithmic systems in 2020. 2025, AI came first. And by 2020, 2030, we are expecting autonomous capital systems. Right now, if we see the narrative of banking is changing into decentralized banks, the narrative of trading is shifting into self-custodial trading, the narrative of access to high frequencies now getting into retail users as well. So everything is now kind of getting distributed, decentralized, and available to public, to retail, because the bigger whales or bigger diaspora is not of investors or professional institutions, it is of the retail. And that industry has from time to time understood, but nobody uh, focused or paid attention towards retail, because retail always, um, worked, or retail always focused on sucking the money. But now the narrative is changing, uh, and professional, even institutions are shifting their, focus towards retail as well. And so as we. So the decline of manual participation. For decades, finance depended heavily on manual analysis, manual execution, and manual allocation. But manual participation has limitations: emotional inconsistency, reaction delays, fatigue, scalability issues. If we look at institutional execution today, at hedge funds, market makers, quant firms, they operate through automated execution engines, machine learning models, predictive systems, liquidity optimization algorithms, not manual clicking. The future is not removing humans, the future is augmenting humans with intelligent systems. That's what institutions are focusing on right now, because they understand uh, the edge is no longer in manual execution. Edge is in machine. So why not to retail the machine in small packets and provide it to the retail people and make larger money? That's where the institutions are, focused and aligned, and that's what we are doing precisely. Otherwise, we would have collected a lot of money from people and made a pool and made ourselves a lot of money, and then distributed some to, and we would have been heroes of the industry. And but the end users would not have got the custody, end users would not have the understanding, end users, retail, focus would not have been there. It would be another hedge fund or organized institutional fund. So if we look at human execution versus autonomous infrastructure, again, I would repeat the um, emotional execution, inconsistency, nature of being reactive to losses, then higher risk, lower conviction, uncertain outcomes of trading manually, or when it comes to humans execute taking everything on its own. If we compare it to autonomous infrastructure, it is uh, you know, systematic, disciplined, adaptive, where there is lower risk, higher conviction, and consistent outcomes. That is the edge and the advantage that different, systems, or different, altogether a different architecture that gives different outcome out of the same efforts in terms of capital. If you put $10,000 in trade with human psychology manually, and if you put $10,000 with autonomous infrastructure and you trade, the results are going to be drastically different. Uh, Even if the capital is same, the environment, the market is same, because these both strategies are working at the same time in the same market environment. What autonomous capital systems really mean? Most people misunderstand automation. Automation is not simply doing things automatically. Real autonomous infrastructure means systems capable of monitoring markets, adapting allocation, distributing exposure, managing participation structure, optimizing execution environment. The goal is not removing intelligence, the goal is removing inefficiency. Let's take real example. Quant infrastructure expansion. Large institutions increasingly use AI-assisted risk analysis, predictive liquidity systems, statistical execution models, adaptive allocation engines. The transition is accelerating globally. Why on-chain financial infrastructure matters? Um, we will compare today the financial infrastructure which was used by traditional people or banks and funds, uh, in the past. One of the biggest financial transformations happening right now is the migration towards programmable on-chain systems. We are trading in commodities, we are trading in stocks, forex 24/7 with Rift. These stock market brokers, they work they work Monday to Friday with stock market opening times. So the edge that we receive is because of the blockchain, everything being on chain. Traditional systems, they operate through intermediaries, require capitalized approval layers, settle slowly, and lack transparency. On-chain infrastructure enables programmable execution, transparent settlement, continuous accessibility, global interoperability. Real market data in stablecoin and on-chain growth shows trillions of dollars of volume is processed in stable coins annually. Tokenized finance and decentralized structure continue expanding rapidly across payments, remittance, yield systems, digital assets, and financial settlement layers. I believe in next not 10 years, but next 5 years or so, I think before 2031, we will see entire stock market on chain. This is what me and you, we can easily see the efficiency of blockchain and the way banks, governments, institutions are adopting ledger, on-chain ledger is where we see everything getting on-chain. It used to be a narrative initially in 2016, 17. Initially, when I used to talk on public forums, when I was a kid, I used to talk about blockchain. People are going to adopt blockchain technology in revenue. Governments are going to adopt blockchain technology in traffic signals management to ensure that everybody follows rules. Hospitals are going to adopt blockchain ledger to maintain records of patients from birth till death, all the diseases, insurances, everything. And now we see everything coming to reality. And I mean, it is not far that we will see all our health record, public record, passports, identity, everything on chain on a ledger. And we will be identified by EOA, externally owned address. We will be nothing but EOAs. So me and you not being addressed by or assessed or identified by our names, we will be identified with our addresses, maybe. So, traditional finance versus on-chain finance. Legacy settlement flow compared with programmable digital infrastructure. In traditional finance, banks and their intermediaries and settlement used to have delays. But now everything being on chain is a not two or three level process. It's just approval from wallet, and there is a smart contract that triggers, and there is instant settlement. So it has become very transparent, instant, and streamlined at very low cost, less risk, and global scale. Anyone can send money to anyone, anyone can receive data from any. AI plus finance is no longer optional. When ChatGPT first came, people talked about AI will get into trading, AI will do this, AI will take, will bring algos, but it's no longer a narrative now. The next decade of finance will not ask should be integrated. The question is already over. The real question is which systems will integrate AI most effectively. Uh, and if we look at giants in the industry, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, in even financial markets, you have machine learning adoption. And all of these giants have already integrated artificial intelligence to ensure the efficiency is, at par, because the kind of settlement and kind of data they process, they need a massive processing layer of data that AI can only provide, and the system that can proactively keep on learning with time over and over is something that can be solved and helped by artificial intelligence only. No humans or you can say repetitive records created by computed systems can manage. AI is also a code that is written inside a software that just learns and stores data and processes intelligently. That is it. So AI is no longer an edge, it is becoming foundational infrastructure of finance. If we look at global AI adoption in finance over years and years, we look at 2015, 2025, and 2030 and 2035 projection. If we look at risk management, we are kind of semi-automated in terms of trading systems, also at level in terms of fraud detection, in terms of portfolio optimization, market prediction, and automated execution. AI is going to not just dominate, it's going to bring a competitive edge, because the early adopters who are already following, who are already walking, running according to what's coming next in future are going to be the winners. So these are the AI adoption levels right now, according to last year, 2000, uh, 2020, 25, and 2030, and then 2035 uh, projection. So it's going to dominate why structured systems will dominate. The future winners in finance will not necessarily be the fastest traders or loudest influencers. These will be the systems with strongest architecture. Imagine in 2035, market prediction systems, 75% of them will be using AI, will be automated. Um, in terms of trading systems, around 88% will be having artificial intelligence in terms of execution of trades. So by that time, do you guys really think a manual trader or manual system, which is going to run on emotions, on efforts, is going to win or not? So we need cutting edge technology that can compete with system with a structured execution, and it needs to be best among all the best which will be there in the market. So the competition is going to be very tough. So winning systems will combine AI intelligence, execution infrastructure, risk management, adaptive allocation, scalable participation frameworks. Finance is shifting from emotional participation to intelligent infrastructure. So, how Rift fits into this future? Rift was designed around this transition from the beginning, not another trading interface, but a structured participation infrastructure. Rift positioning combines swipe based execution, structured capital participation, automated execution environments, multi flow infrastructure, adaptive participation systems, intelligent market interaction. Rift's financial infrastructure combines all these layers into one, and that gives huge edge to Rift as a operating engine that generates profits on a day-to-day basis in cycles for the end users. Just talking about the auto trading engine. But when it comes to manual side, it provides all the open features which are used by auto trading system to do the same. So you manually can do the same what auto trading engine does for you without sleeping. The next generation of participants will not operate the same way current retail traders operate today. Future participation will increasingly involve assisted intelligence, structured systems, automated infrastructure, adaptive capital environments. Real market trend. According to multiple institutional reports, algorithmic market influence continues rising. AI infrastructure investment is accelerating. Decentralized financial systems can continue expanding globally. The future of finance is becoming faster, smarter, and more autonomous. Why people are still early? Most people still interact markets through outdated mental models, emotional trading, isolated positions, random leverage, reactive behavior, but infrastructure is evolving underneath the surface. The biggest financial shifts is often become obvious after adoption becomes irreversible. We will take example of internet adoption in 1990s. When internet first came, people started to criticize how it works, it is dangerous. There were disadvantages of internet that was criticized. Then mobile technology, which came in early 2000s, people started to criticize that people are not going to talk to each other, they will be into their phones, social life is going to be killed. Similarly, AI infrastructure, which is today, is also being, you know, taken as risk. AI is going to take all the jobs. AI is going to replace humans. AI is going to do this, do that. But this is all narrative that happens with all the paradigm shifts which we have been seeing in the history. People thought when first blockchain came, when Bitcoin first came, and people understood what is Bitcoin, people thought banks are going to be replaced by blockchain. But did banks, do you see banks replaced by blockchain? No. Banks adopted blockchain to become better, and they will continue to become better. It has been over, more than 15 years we have been looking at blockchain, but it has not replaced or it has not caused any damage to existing financial system. It has improved the existing financial system which was used by traditions, from traditions by humans. So similarly, AI is not going to take jobs. AI is not going to eat your food which is on the table. AI is not going to replace anything. It is going to make our lives easier. So we need to adopt what is coming next. People who learned about internet in early 2000s, they are running massive tech companies. People who learned about blockchain very early, invested in Bitcoin, invested in fundamental, technology, are billionaires already. People who are going to follow artificial intelligence and are going to support and invest in cutting edge technology are going to be billionaires in the next coming decade. So this is the fact. Future of financial sovereignty. The future is not simply about making profits, it's about access control, participation, and financial sovereignty. Future infrastructure enables users to participate globally, interact directly with systems, and operate continuously. I believe in next couple of years, everybody would, I mean, just like we are having cell phones, we'll be having our personally dedicated AI assistants that would, they would do, and you can buy them online, I believe. People are already researching and they are going to do everything on your behalf. Let alone trading, they would know everything. These systems are going to make your lives not just simpler, and they will not make you lazy also. People, I mean, especially elderly above, people who have crossed, who have seen, uh, you know, uh, the old technology might talk that they would make humans lazy, but I don't think that would be the case. Humans are going to, I mean, the craziest creature on this planet is human. So if something is, coming in, in front of or is kind of affecting the survival of human is going to, you know, not let any technology or system dominate. So we made it, we built it. So it's not, these are all false narratives that AI is going to do this, do that, we are going to become lazy. No, we'll go and play because we'll have all the time. We'll go and play tennis in the courts because we'll have a lot of time. We'll not be busy making money. We'll not be manually trading. We'll be making money automatically. We will not be doing tedious jobs. We'll be managing our own agents. There would be a different uh, dynamic shift in the uh, regulators, governments, and institutions as well. Their job would become, different. Infrastructure development would be done by people only, and that would be dominated by machines. But machines will be controlled by eventually humans. Humans built them, so don't be afraid or scared of these false narratives that AI is going to take over. No, AI is not going to take over. Nothing. We built AI and we know how to control AI. So let's simplify everything we covered tonight. Finance is evolving from platforms to infrastructure, from manual participation to intelligent systems, from isolated trading to structured capital environments. And the systems that combine AI, automation, and execution architecture and scalable infrastructure will define next decade of financial participation. The future of finance will not belong to the fastest reaction, it will belong to the strongest structure. Next episode, we are going to go into the war of attention, how social media influencers, market narratives manipulate retail traders. Topics are going to be social media trading psychology, influencer driven volatility, FOMO engineering, meme market behavior, retail manipulation cycles, narrative based liquidity traps, how institutions exploit emotional crowds. Thank you so much for joining today. I will see you all on Monday in episode 11.
Amazing. Uh, the nice thing about this training, as folks see, is that not only are you training us for the future, but bringing us along and seeing how the transition has occurred and is occurring and what to expect in the future. So is one of the things that we always say, forewarned is forearmed. And so thank you so much, Chavez, for this amazing training so that you can get your mindset ready. And it really becomes a mindset. As you said, all the paradigm shifts that has occurred, yes, there's resistance to it, but it hasn't been the end of the world. We continue to thrive. So thank you. Thank you so much. Any
Yet
questions?
there would be more such movies science fiction, AI dominating the whole human race. I mean, this is all going to be sold, crazy, because this is the fear. And when you are able to touch and understand fear, you are able to sell that to many people. That is why you see all the marketing approach of entertainment industry, especially entertainment industry, is focused towards the fear of human beings. And let alone brands, products, they're all based on human fears, diseases, even health applications. You see Apple Watch, you see phones with heartbeat monitor, sleep cycle, everything is around fear. Whenever you are able to scare humans, you can make money. So, and similarly, I mean, if you are able to touch fear and the soft part, that is the idea of being replaced or being eliminated, that kind of creates the biggest FOMO. So AI is currently doing that.
Yes.
And just to touch on and just another biblical thing, okay? I mean, folks may recoil from this, but you know, it didn't say that God created um AI in its own form. He created human beings in the form of God. So have no fear. We're not going anywhere soon. So thank you so much, Lucky.
I believe there's a church
Yes.
in some, sorry, Lucky. There's a church in some country. I believe it has a AI that where you can go and confess.
Oh
It's
no.
already in Europe. Yes, it is there. I will show you guys. Wait.
Wow.
AI Jesus. Many people are going to be offended, but yeah, it is there already.
The
It's already
thing
there.
is, that's not a problem. I'm just saying that, Chavez, you are so much on the cutting edge. There's so much to keep up with, and you continue to go ahead and do that. And as Lucky expressed earlier, uh, we are blessed to have you and your willingness to share that. There was a
Look,
writing I saw.
look at
Uh-oh.
this in Switzerland.
Oh my goodness.
Des Lebens umzingelt und eingekesselt. Was belastet dein Herz in dieser Zeit? AI Jesus existed for 2 months, and there was a big interest. So many people came to talk with him. So we have like 900 conversations now registered, and all ages also, I can say. There were young people, older people, and what was really interesting to see that the people really talked with him in a serious way. Hello, Jesus. Do you have some advice for us in this time? In these challenging times, remember that in the face of adversity, love and faith are your steadfast guides. The response that the AI Jesus forms is actually partly based on Bible excerpts. All knowledge and wisdom ultimately come from God. If used wisely, AI can indeed be a tool to explore the wonders of creation, deepen our understanding of Scripture, and foster connections among people.
Wow.
It's already there.
Okay.
Amazing.
The
And
similarity of his look with the IT specialist is interesting.
and I think Chavez, you were talking about, we've seen in Dubai already. I have
Uh,
seen bots, pool cleaning, window cleaning, You go to hospitals, they're handing out water. So we have seen that already, right? You go to Dubai Mall, there's bots walking around. So that's
Advertising.
already happening, right? We've
Yeah.
seen that already. And also, I think you talked about we will have AI doing the trading for us so we can have spare time to do our hobbies and what we need to do. We're already doing that with Rift. Only if I can have a bot, Lucky, can do Zooms for me, so then I can go play.
It is there already.
I can be free.
It's there already. If you guys want, I can train you guys. I mean, there is AI that can replicate your face and be present in the meetings. It's already there. Just
That'd
need
be
to train.
amazing. Well, Chavez, you're opening our minds to things no MLM company has ever done or even thought to teach their community. Many of you guys here on this call have been involved in other projects before, but ask yourself honestly, have you ever received education like this? And Chavez is not just here doing promotion, no hype about the products. He's giving us real education that helps you understand the bigger picture, which builds our confidence and makes us stronger leaders. So that's why I always say, Chavez's education is priceless. Just like the blockchain education Chavez has given through Beyond Human Finance, which I replay on our Sunday community calls. Chavez, you did that on Vietnamese calls. So what we have done is we have kind of cut the Vietnamese translation, and I've been
Okay.
playing those episodes on our Sunday community call to educate the community, and everyone's loving those episodes as well. So now we have two side by side. You're giving us blockchain education, and then now you're giving us the future of trading and everything. So we are blessed, really. We are not just earning, we are learning as we go along. So thank you for everything. And I just want to say to the leaders, it's we have like almost 100 leaders. And if you don't show up, your community doesn't show up, you're missing out. That's it. Thank you.
There's nothing like food for the mind and the soul. So I'm really, really just awed. Um, the best client is an educated client. Okay, that's your best client. And here you have an educated community. So bless you. Absolutely.
Yes,
Any other
and Grace,
questions?
most of the times you'll see like other companies, you'll see CEO comes online and they're always talking about sales, they're talking about all hyping the product. What Chavez is doing here is so different. So that should just give you so much confidence in this product and in Chavez. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say.
Right. No, the real FOMO is missing out of this. These trainings, that's the real FOMO. So, so Chavez, thank you so much. But we'll have to talk about the AI Jesus, okay?
Yeah, I knew the Grace is going to do a research after this. That
I
was for
am
you,
so
Grace.
all over that one. Oh my word. I'm- so, any other comments or questions? Um, the as far as the I do have one as far because I'm very much interested in infrastructure because that's the thing that keeps us keeps everything kind of foundationally sound. So when you're talking about the financial infrastructure, what are the bricks that make that up? As far as if we're talking about city infrastructure, we're talking about the roads, we're talking about bridges, we're talking about pipes and things of that nature. So the financial infrastructure, what are the bricks that lay that out?
I mean, when it comes to financial infrastructure, which is something that would be loved and embraced by retail, I think should essentially have transparency first, and that would be the, core and most prior, or you can say the fundamental thing, that is transparency, how the funds are flowing in the whole infrastructure. Second is the understanding where the funds are flowing from and where are they going and where are they being implemented, and the control. Of course, I will go into custody then. That's why we are focusing on building every single thing in this ecosystem around self-custody, where users, they feel that they own, and they really fundamentally own the assets, and they have ability to pull and put more with their own, will, and with their own uh, act, ease of mind. Then, if you have transparency, if you have the full understanding and layout of custody, and if end users have the opinion, say, in terms of decision making for themselves, then a system financial infrastructure can become a very highly scalable, as well as self-growing infrastructure. I mean, if you implement this in any business, that would thrive, not just a single. I'm not talking about our ecosystem or talking about a product, particularly any financial infrastructure that gives power to the end users in terms of ability to decide, and there is enough transparency of what is happening in the background, what is happening in the front ground. I think that would thrive. Then the most essential part is security, of course.
Of course.
Our is the ecosystem, is the infrastructure, is the technology, the vehicles which are moving on the roads are safe. Are there good airbags inside it or not? Security. Post security, I believe, is the strength of the ecosystem, which derives scalability. If there are 100 people operating the infrastructure, can there be 10,000? If 10,000 are operating, can it accommodate a million? What would happen if a billion people join it? So, infrastructure and strength, that includes scalability, that includes ease of access, that includes ability to manage and to control everything. Let's say we have 100,000 users in Rift by end of this year. The artificial intelligence that supports you in the app level, that gives you answers to your questions, is efficient enough to answer all the 100,000 people if all of them raise a ticket at the same time. Is it there or not? I mean,
Mhm.
that should be the question of efficiency and strength of the ecosystem. I think that if everything is combined, we can, I mean, I visually see a very successful and a strong financial ecosystem with these fundamental elements. What do you
Fantastic.
think?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Anyone else have any questions or comments? Okay.
No, I think we should close, Grace.
We are at that magical hour, and we need our CEO to go back to work. Oh, that's me talking without my video on. Sorry. Oh, it keeps on doing this. Okay. I have my challenges with technology. But thank you all so much for being here. Chavez, again, thank you for another episode of fantastic training. And thank you all, leaders, for being here, and especially all of you. You are the future, and you are safeguarding the future for your friends, families, children, grandchildren, and so on. So we'll see you now on Sunday for our community call for your questions and your and get some answers in our discussion. So thank you all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.